knew the world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds."
Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eye shall not spare children, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there. The houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers, and peace and blessing, salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers and listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. And what I want to go through tonight, okay, as we know, all right, dealing with, things that's going on, that Esau Edom, has pretty much picked up a new narrative, all right, and is running with it. Now, let me share the screen real quick. We're going to get into it. There's a few videos, that I want to go into, all right, and pretty much it's just going to go into the new narrative, that we're watching, okay, being formed, off this war. Okay. Let me share. All right, so if a brother could put 1 Peter 4:7, while I cue this video up, and we'll get into it.
Offensive against Ukraine.
All right, this from the brother Awalam of War 144K. This is 1 Peter 4:7. It said, "But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer." Okay, so the scriptures, all right, is letting us know that all things, the end of all things is at hand. And what we have to understand that this is the end, of an empire. Okay, and it's not going to be instantaneous, instant end. Okay, it's going to be a continual, all right, series of events. That's going to lead up to that great destruction. Okay, and one of these events is this economy crashing. Okay, and them doing a reset, and they're using, the narrative of war, all right, as what? A great reset. Okay, and we know that this propaganda war is eventually going to turn to a real war, all right, that's going to lead to missiles being shot on America, man. Okay, but right now, what we're seeing with the propaganda is they're pushing their agenda, okay, of digital currency. They're pushing their agenda of inflation. They're pushing their agenda, which is going to lead to a collapse. you know, all the wars that America has been in, here it is. They fight all these wars in the Middle East. Okay, and they fought all these wars and all these skirmishes in the Middle East, but no war has ever affected the economy as much as this one. All right, this fast, man. They ain't even been in Ukraine the whole month. Okay, and we see all the changes and the different things that they're pushing. Okay, let's get this one real quick. This is 2nd Ezra 16:18. It said the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. This from the brother Bayan Yashala. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. Okay, and it says the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? So Ezra is actually seeing these things, man, and we're in the beginning of real sorrow and mourning. It's a build-up, and Ezra the prophet, he's seen these things, man. So when he's seen these things, he said, what the scripture say? It says, in the beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils come, man? Showing you how bad it's gonna be. Israel's in their spirit, like, woe is me. Like, who can deliver me from this? We have to see, Israel was really seeing these things, man. Okay, the times that we're about to come into. Now, let me go back to this video. This the guy, call for an uprising, but he's gonna go into it a little bit. Then I have another, video from this, so-called economist, expert, and the money. Okay, one thing about it, the money, which is controlled by the bankers, pretty much lets you know what they're really up to, man. You know,
cyber wars. Obviously, the predictive programming has been there forever with cyber. This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Rumors of wars, well, now rumors of cyber wars. Obviously, the predictive programming has been there forever with cyber wars, as well as power outages, the grid's going down, alien deceptions, outbreaks, all the stuff that's going on at once. It's like a smorgasbord of false flags, all put into a giant basket and brought to you by the Central Intelligence Agency, aka your governments around the world, who all are using their secret or not so secret intelligence agencies to wage war on the civilians of the world. Well, now we have this. We have Anonymous, apparently a story. The group known as Anonymous is going after Russia, shutting down websites, going after their power sources, et cetera, et cetera. And of course, this means, well, this will give all the governments of the world an excuse to shut down grids. They could say that it's Anonymous doing it here, and then they could say it's an outlaw group in Russia doing it there. They could say it's the Russian government themselves doing it. Why not? Everybody's on board. Anyone could do it, but in reality, we know who would pull the plug on our own grid or who would wage cyber attacks against their own citizens, and that, of course, would be our own government themselves. Take a look.
The notorious hacking group Anonymous has declared war on Russia and is targeting Russian websites. The group that has also targeted U.S. sites in the past now says Putin's regime is fair game. Joining us now, NBC News correspondent Tom Costello. Tom, what more can you tell us?
Well, you know, for years, the U.S. has accused the Russian government of cyber attacks, sometimes working alongside Russian cyber criminals. But now Russia is in the crosshairs. And before you celebrate, think about how quickly this could snowball into an all-out global cyber war.
This is a message to Vladimir Putin from Anonymous.
The group calls itself Anonymous. Unaffiliated hackers around the world now putting Russia in the crosshairs.
Members of Anonymous have declared cyber war against your aggressive regime.
They claim they've already targeted more than 1,500 Russian websites, including Kremlin-controlled news agencies, the Ministry of Defense and Space Agency, Russian oil companies, internet providers, even TV channels.
Their call to fight in the cyberspace has resulted in a lot of websites not being available, some websites going down, and a lot of records, Russian government, Russian military records being dumped out onto the internet.
U.S. officials confirm they've seen evidence of the Anonymous hacks after Russia launched a cyber and ground offensive against Ukraine.
But the real risk to Russia long term is the canceling of their access to internet infrastructure as private sector companies decide that they're going to delist or no longer carry their traffic.
Cutting off Russia from the world would also deprive everyday Russians of access to outside news and information. And cyber pros worry Russia may view the Anonymous hacks as Western attacks and target U.S. government and company sites. U.S. Cybersecurity Director Jen Easterly. How at risk is the average American or that very small business owner?
Everybody's at risk, which is why at the end of the day, they need to take the steps to protect their systems, their networks, and their data. This can happen to anyone. There is no one that is immune from potentially getting hacked.
The cybersecurity basics: never click on suspicious emails or links. Use complicated passwords and multi-step authentication. Back up your computers and keep security software up to date.
This basically ensures that he can log in even when the password is changed.
Israeli firm CyberBit uses real-world attacks to train American companies to defend themselves.
The questions organizations need to ask themselves is not if they are going to be hit, but when they are going to be hit.
As for Anonymous, now targeting Russia.
We are Anonymous. We are Legion. Expect us.
Russia has always been perceived as the cyber attacker, and now they're on the receiving end.
Instead of always being on offense, they also got to be on defense. And that really lowers their capability in some ways to also do attacks.
Yeah, that's the concern here. The cyber battlefield seems to be expanding by the day. You know, we've already seen U.S. oil pipelines, food supplies, hospitals, banks attacked in recent years. Experts say they could be targeted again, but also electric grids, dams, water systems. Everything is a potential target right now. By the way, the U.S. Cybersecurity Agency, if you're a small business or just a typical American family, they have great resources online how to protect yourself.
So, like I said earlier, the rumors of war, well, there's rumors of cyber.
So as you can see, okay, the propaganda, you know, that they're pushing, you know, all of a sudden there's this anonymous, you know, group that is attacking, you know, Russia, okay, with cyber attacks. So now they're setting the stage for say, well, Russia can blame it on America and cyber attacks that happen in America, man. And they just say it's a group anonymous, man. Okay. Showing you how lazy and okay, just tacky this man has gotten, you know, with his narrative, man. Just a nigga with a mask that got access to, you know, Russia, you know, top secret, you know, cyber, okay, infrastructure, and then Russia, okay, they're gonna push the narrative that what Russia is attacking America infrastructure, man. You know, and those cyber attacks can be crazy, man. It can lead to something crazy, man. You know, if a brother can put, I believe that's let's get it. Yeah, they didn't got tacky, brother. Just a a nigga with a mask, okay, a mask group. You know, here it is. He can drop a video about what he gonna do, and they can't find him. They can't stop him from hacking. You know, come on, man. But yeah, if a brother can put on the comment board, because you still have simple Americans, you know, that go with this man's narratives, man. You know, you have, you know, people that caught on, but there's a lot of simple people that believe this man's narrative, man. If a brother could put Proverbs 14 and 15, you know. Yeah, brother. I've been watching, you know, the news, but like I say, they've been flooding the news so much with fake news. You know, I kind of fell back, you know, because there's been so much propaganda. All right, and pretty much it's the pattern of propaganda, you know, that we should follow now. Okay, because really, the next major thing, you know, as far as actual war, is if Russia, you know, start invading those EU nations, you know, those ones right beside, you know, Ukraine, all right, which is Lithuania, okay, which is NATO nation, all right. That's when you know it's gonna get real, real. When Russia start going into those NATO nations, Poland, okay, that's when you gonna know that all right, hey, them hooks and them jaws for real. When we see Russia start going into those NATO EU nations, man. Okay. But right now they're pushing a lot of propaganda for what, man? These cyber attacks, man, which is gonna devastate okay American infrastructure, man. All right. This is Proverbs, this is from the brother I will on war. 144K, this is Proverbs 14 and 15. It said, the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well, all right, to his going. You see? And there's a lot of simple Americans that believe the narrative, you know, that think Putin just this, you know, this evil, inhumane, and, you know, the war is unjust. Here it is, Russia is doing military strikes on a nation that has armed themselves against Russia with American NATO weapons. Okay, that's on the border of Russia. You know, people don't understand what's going on. Here it is, Putin, this bad guy. Okay, which he's an Edomite. The hell with a damn Putin, he gonna be through too. You know, but the narrative that they push and the hypocrisy of America, okay, media, especially this Western media, as if Putin just what he's doing is just ridiculous. Okay, and this man, okay, is defending, okay, his national security. They're on his border, man. Okay, this is another from the brother Awalam of War. 144K, Proverbs 22:3. You know, if a brother could, yeah, put the jaw of a hypocrite is for a moment. Then it's in Job, if a brother could. But on this Proverbs 22:3, it says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, man. And that's the spirit, because as we come into the time of the Passover, when we had to stay, okay, within the house, you know, as judgment, you know, passed over Egypt, okay, that was likened to us hiding ourselves, man. And in these times, okay, we're hiding ourselves, man. You know, in Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. Okay? Because we foresee the evil. And how do we foresee the evil, man? Through the spirit of prophecy, man. Okay? We know what this is leading up to. See, people are hoping and wishing and, you know, have all these expectations that it don't go down, but we know it's gonna go down, man. Okay? This is the brother Awalam of War. Job 24 says, knowest thou not this of old, all right, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, you know, because Esau, this is the last rulership of the heathen. Okay, Esau, Edom will be the last rulership of the heathen. Okay, and what we're seeing now is the breaking down of this empire, man. And Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is so cold, okay, that he has Esau breaking down his own empire. You see, because in hopes to rebuild, okay, what Joe Biden and Kamala, okay, what was their campaign slogan? Build back better. Okay, build what back better? You see, letting you know that they finna tear this place down. Okay, but going back to if a brother could put Job 12:16, it says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth? Okay, back in Job 25, it says that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, man, because these few little 100 years, all right, that Esau Edom has been in power will be nothing compared to the eternal kingdom, man. You know, shalom to all you Akim, you know, I'm tuning in, you know, elder brother Kazak, okay, elder brother Manata Zakba, you know, shalom to you brothers, man. You know, yep, and brothers lighting the comment board, we're gonna get it, man. You know, I got one more video, but we're gonna get the precepts, man. Roll in the spirit, okay. Now this is Malachi 1:4. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them, okay, the border of wickedness, man. Okay, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. So we in the time, all right, of Esau's empire being thrown down. But Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai so cold, okay, because Satan, you gotta understand, like we spoke about earlier, Satan is on Esau, and Satan is the master of deception. Because you look at Esau, it'd be like, what the hell is this man doing? He's gonna try to fight Yahushua. He's gonna try to set up a new world order in wickedness. When the scriptures tell you that Sodom and Gomorrah was an example, which means that destruction that happened to Sodom and Gomorrah was a small example of what would happen to any other nation that lived after that. This man is deceived, man. How about Shema Al-Shai is cold, man. And that's why I fear on a whole nother level, man. Okay? On a whole nother level, man. How about Shema Al-Shai can have a whole nation of people thinking they right, one person thinking they right. Like we all in the mercy of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, you know, and that's why you read this in Job 12:16, this from the brother Bayan Yasha Allah. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. Okay, and the Most High has this man deceived, okay, to the point where this man is taking down his own empire, man. Okay, that's why we, as believers, man, all right, we're watching the Most High break this man down. That's why we know we don't need to intervene. We don't need to get militant or, you know, or try to overcome this man with his own economy and all these different things. No, man, the Most High is breaking this man down. All we have to do is watch. Okay, if a brother can put that in Sirach, the fall of a man, was it 9 good things that he judged? The joy of his children and the fall of his enemy. If a brother put that in Sirach, but this is from the elder brother Kazak. Bun Yahweh the 777. This Psalms 91:1. It said, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty." Man, and we want to abide under their protection, man. Okay, and hey, we gotta fight to stay in that house, man. All right, we have to fight to stay within that house of protection, man, of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Okay, because that's the only thing that's going to matter in the times to come, is whom the Lord will have mercy on. Okay? Who will the Lord have mercy on in these times, man? That's the only thing that's finna matter. Okay? But we have to stay within the house, and the house requires, all right, humility, fear, okay, obedience, as a brother, diligence. You see? It requires all these things, man. And we want to stay within it, because judgment is finna go forth, man. And it's gonna be swift. It's just a build up to it, but then when it comes, it's gonna be swift. You see? So let's get this. This is the brother Bayan Yasha'Allah. This Sirach 25:7 said, "There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue." Okay. And it says, "A man to have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies." And see, we here. Okay? We here. We get to see the fall of our enemies, man. Lord will we endure, man, but we're watching this man fall, man. He's deceived as if he's doing something, cute, and slick. All right. But guess what happened? Guess what's really happening, man? This man is breaking down his own empire. If a brother can get there real quick, and then I'm gonna get the video after this. It's Isaiah. Brother can post Isaiah 29:15 and 16. This man think he doing something cute, but the Most High breaking this man down to nothing, man. Okay, and it's gonna end with great destruction, man. So how Bashim Al Shai is gonna show Esau that he's not a god, man. Okay. Esau been doing all this capping in the earth, puffed up, like he got it. How Bashim Al Shai gonna show this man that he don't got it, man? Okay. We'll get this real quick. This is the brother Bayan Yasha'Allah, Sirach 19:22. It said, "The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither any time the counsel of sinners prudence." Okay, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither any time the counsel of sinners prudence. Okay, so what this man doing is seeming wise on a carnal level. Okay, but spiritually, this is a suicide, man. Okay. Now this is from the brother Awalam of War. This is Isaiah 29:15. It said, "Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord." You see, and Esau think that he got some secret plan, like he got some type of secret plan that's not searched out, man. Okay, Esau is being laid bare, but he's still moving as if he got some secret agenda. Okay, no, man. If you can't hide your secrets, all right, from YouTubers. Okay, you think the Most High don't know what you're up to? He wrote it in your DNA to do that, man. It's written in prophecy, man. You instructed to do what you're doing, man. Okay. This is Isaiah 29:15. Said, "Woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us?" Okay. And this man, for the longest, all right, has, prided himself, okay, in being in secrecy, man, and being so many steps ahead of everyone, of the masses, man. But now prophecy is walking this man down and exposing him, man. Okay. It says, surely your turn of things upside down shall be esteemed as a potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the thing frame say of him? Okay. Let me go back up. All right. Say of him that framed it, he have no understanding. See, Esau Edom thinks that he done tapped in some type of understanding or knowledge that surpasses Yahweh Shema Shai. This man is deceived, man. Okay, but let me cue this other video up. All right, I think this guy, he might be an Ishkarite, might be a Spaniard, I don't know, but he be going hard, about the economy, and he knows something big is coming, man.
That you would take the link and we'd sell it online, you piece of shit.
What is the easiest way to make money online right now in 2022? Is it Amazon FBA? Is it drop shipping with
So yeah, I'm about to play him for a minute.
Live streaming can be tricky, and sometimes trying to find the right software to make your streams really professional can be a real chore. The thing I like about that user interface is really simple to understand and can give you a professional look without a whole lot of trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing next.
All right, so I'm gonna play a little bit of this, but he gonna let you know, it's true. This is a guy who's big on the economy, and I just started listening to him a little bit, but the main point I want to get out of this is that he knows that something big is coming, man. This man knows that something big, okay, is coming. All right, and he's one of these guys that want to try to capitalize off of it, but he doesn't know that this the end, man. Okay. This is the end, man. This war, it ain't gonna be no aftermath after this, man. Okay, of this society, of this economy, that's gonna be done away with. Okay, this whole economy finna be done away with. You see?
When somebody asked me, there's a documentary coming out about me in the next few weeks. I believe it's called The Greatest of All Time. And they asked me to describe my mantra, my whatever, in one word. Thought about it. And then I said, selfish. The difference between me and this fucking meathead, and this meathead, is that I'm more selfish. And you vicariously, because I have to live through you vicariously, you are the benefactors of my selfishness, because I want you to put numbers on the board. I'll bet you $1 million right now that at least one of you forgets to turn your mic on tomorrow. I'll make it 100 million. 100 million to one penny. At least one of you is going to forget to turn your mic on tonight. Any takers? Even though I'm making a big deal about it, why will you still forget to turn the mic on? Because you're fucking stupid! There's a reason why you're poor. There's a reason why your parents were poor. There's a fucking reason why your grandparents were poor. You have poor genes and poor rubs off. I told Sally the other day, you know, now that we're in the pavilion, can't we just have the seminar and I'll send
Yeah, Salaki, that's not the right one. Hold on. This is the one I want to hear. Hold on.
the world? Was going to spend 3 to 5 times more money than you thought, and it was going to take 3 to 5 times longer. And that we were going to have a second wave, a third wave, a fourth wave. And I took more shit. I called for negative oil. What did we get? Negative oil. I said we were going to sell fucking cruise ships for scrap metal. And what are we doing? We're selling $1 billion ships for $2 or $3 million for scrap metal. We're so fucked you couldn't sleep if you knew how fucked we are. I know how fucked we are. Warren Buffett doesn't sell all his airline stocks because he's stupid. You have no idea. Yet it is a perfect storm for us. Allah and his infinite fucking wisdom has brought us to these supply-demand lines crossing. And that's why the kids are crushing it. There's a reason. The big motherfucking big tsunami. Not this chicken shit corona tsunami. The big motherfucker's coming. The big motherfucker's coming. And that's what I thought was going to come this last, but it didn't. We got a kind of a junior in corona. When the system goes down, I'm the only one that read that the Bank of England said they are away from going bankrupt in the UK in March. Am I the only one that can read? Because they don't want to send panic. For those of you in the UK, you almost went bankrupt, you dipshits. But you don't want, just like Nicholson said, you can't stand the truth. You can't. You don't want to hear the truth. You want to be Pollyanna, like in the great scene at the end of Gone with the Wind, which they are now taking off the air because of the Black Mammy in the Gone with the Wind, who was the first black person to win an Academy Award in 1939. They're taking the fucking movie off the air. Anyway, the final scene, Atlanta is burned to the ground, and she's looking at the flames. Oh, I can't wait until April, the springtime and the flowers. Flames, the fucking boards are falling all around her. What are you now? What's wrong with you people? Jesus Christ. But it's good for us. It's good for us. I told you, I want to float up on blood, a pool of blood of all the fucking morons. I'm just going to float to financial heaven on a pool of blood, and I can just hear the people gurgling, choking around me. Get off me, asshole. Blah, 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 and just float all the way up.
Because the elites have a saying, you know, it is best to buy, you know, when blood is in the street. Okay, it's best to buy when blood is in the street, you know? So this is a guy, you know, who's heavy into the markets, and he knows something is coming, and he's going to go into you know, different industries that's gonna be through. You know, he's gonna touch on it real quick. Okay. So these different insiders, okay, you have to follow pretty much the trend of money to pretty much see how the bankers are moving. Okay. You want to really see what's going on, follow, you know, who's getting rich, what's the trend, what's going down, what's going up. Okay. And that's pretty much showing you what the bankers are into, you know.
That's what I dream about. Fuck them. Pull up the gangplank. I'm on board. We're on. If you've got anything to do with tourism, leisure, food, retail, wholesale, you're dead. No coming back. I'm getting a lot of emails. How long is it going to last? I don't know that, but I knew it was coming, didn't I? Now they're asking me, how long is it going to last, Mr. Pena? Longer than, even for those of you that have some cash in the bank, way past your cash reserves. That's how long it's going to fucking last. There are people trying to keep this seminar from going on.
So they were pretty much the point with that one. And, you know, and what he's saying is, look, the big one is coming. Like all these, you know, these things that have happened before, okay? All these things that we've seen happen before, you know, is going to be small compared to what's to come, you know? And the scriptures speak on there. If a brother can put, let's get that in Daniel. All right. Let's get Daniel 12:1. Let's get Matthew 24. And 21. And let's get Proverbs 10, verses 2 and 3. You know, so you know, he said the big one coming, man. And one thing about it, if you're a money expert, okay, you into them trends, man. You see, you know, what's trending, and you know, you can tell that they're up to something. Okay. Now, it's from the brother I will on war 144K. It's Daniel 12:1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was. Okay. Since there was a nation not even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one of them which shall be found written in the book, man. So this is a time of chaos and deliverance, man. You see, the worst time ever, man. Okay, and he doesn't, and this guy talking, he doesn't have a clue of how, you know, big this is, man. Okay, and then it went into those that were written, you know, in the book, the elect, man, the predestined. And that's what it comes down to, man. We have to pray that we are of that predestined elect, man. You know, that's what this thing is about, man. Predestination, and the elect will have the spirit on them to be obedient, man. Okay. Now this is the elder brother Yashawamba, Matthew 24 and 21. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be, man. Okay, this is the times we're coming up into, man, because with these cyber attacks, they can do so much, man. Okay, you remember the last cyber attack where they shut down those gas lines, man. Okay, and after 2 days, people started going crazy, man. People putting gas in trash bags and garbage bags and filling up water compressor jugs with gas, man. Okay, and that was just 2 days, man. Imagine 2 months, man. The condition it'd be in, man. If they knock this thing off grid, if they do 2 weeks, it's gonna be crazy, man. You see, but that can happen any day. You see, that's a light thing, man. Just to hit a switch and say, yeah, Russia, you know, because they're gonna play with the narrative that, well, since Biden, you know, stopped all Russia oil imports, and then you got this anonymous group, you know, attacking, you know, Russia cyber infrastructure. They did a counterattack, you know, on gas stations. They did another counterattack on, you know, the payroll for Walmart. Okay. Then it's income tax. Imagine if they do a cyber attack on the nigga income tax, man. You know? But these are times that we are in, man. And it's all happening right around the Passover, man. Like I say, this has been a very active, you know, Passover, man. This has been a very active Passover, man. You know, and I fear more than ever, man. You know? We're gonna need mercy for these times, man. Okay. This is Proverbs 10:2. It said, treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivered from death. Yeah, all these money schemes, you know, if you can, you know, make you a money move, cool, man, but ain't no salvation in that. Okay. You had that guy say he gonna ride on a puddle of blood to financial heaven. Man, the last thing you're gonna be worried about is money in that day, man, how bad it's gonna be. Okay, showing you that when you don't have a clue of what's going on, you're very limited, you know, when it comes to your plan of action, man. Okay, and it says, this is verse 3, Proverbs 10:3 says, the Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish. And see, we have to just believe, man. You know, if I ain't learned nothing, you know, in these last few weeks, man, it's just believe, man. Just trust the process, man. We're gonna be in some crazy situations that's gonna require patience and faith, man, and obedience, man. But the Lord gonna come through. You know, these circumstances I done seen lately, man, the Lord gonna come through, man, and it's gonna be in righteousness, man. Okay, we should be begging for mercy in these times, man, for the times that we coming into. And it says, but he cast away the substance of the wicked. All right. Because Esau Edom is finna be spoiled, man. You know, a brother can put that in Psalms 52 and 7. Okay. I get Psalm 52 and 7. All right. Esau Edom is at the end of his reign, man. And it's gonna go out with chaos. Okay, blood, man. All right. Let's get this from the brother Beyond Yasha'Allah. This is Beyond Yasha'Allah, Zephaniah 1:17. It says, and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai. All right. And it says, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh, okay, as the dawn. Okay. And see, that's another thing that, you know, that we've been talking about lately. No one, you know, is, you know, attributing what's happening in the earth, okay, to the wickedness that's in the earth. It said because they have sinned against the Lord. See, people take that as a light thing, you know, to live, all right, these rebellious lifestyles, okay, within this society, man. But this is why these things are happening, man. Okay, the earth is too infested with sin. All right, and Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai is breaking down the sinful kingdom. Okay, the scriptures say, this Zephaniah 1:18 said, neither shall their silver nor their gold be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. Okay, you had the elder brother Manata Zakba in North Carolina do the video pretty much on how you had all these celebrities taking pictures in their bunkers and all these different things, man. And see, that's pride. That's pride, man. Who's to say you're gonna get to them bunkers, and who's to say that them bunkers gonna protect them, man? And then the Most High, if he won't, they can be in the bunker and he can just dematerialize their ass and rematerialize their ass in the middle of chaos, man. You see, this judgment is coming from an unlimited power, man. Okay. If let's get that, and I believe it's Sirach 16. Okay, this judgment is coming from an unlimited power, man. As you got a nigga, okay, you got celebrity, Khloe Kardashian, in some tights and a tank top and in her bunker, like, okay. Let's finish this real quick. This is find that in Sirach 16. Yeah, let's get Sirach 16 and 12. All right. And it says, let me finish this. It says, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them in the land. And that's here in America, man. That's right here in the US of A. Okay. Because everything we see, all these different narratives lead to missiles coming to America, man. Okay. That's the end game, all right, of this society, is missiles, coming to America, man. All right, this is the brother Awalam War. Psalms 52 and 7 says, lo, this is the man that made not the Most High his strength. And this is Esau Edom, but trusted in the abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in his wickedness. Okay, this man has strengthened himself in his wickedness, man. Okay, through the resources and the fatness of the earth, which El Yashawamba went into it, the other day. A lot of it has to do with oil, because this man has made trillions, off oil. Okay, he got Ishmael on the block. Okay, he got Ishmael on the block. Oh, that Saudi Arabia was slaying that oil, man. Okay, and this man has became extremely rich, and he has trusted in his resources, man. Okay, but had not trusted in the Most High, which he not built to do that, man. That's for Israel to do. Okay, and we're gonna be delivered, within that trust. All right. So y'all get this one. We'll end it here. It says, this Sirach 16 and 12, it says, as his mercy is great. Okay, and that mercy is great. That mercy is great, man. Because even when we don't know what we're doing, man, mercy can keep us, man. Even when we, all right, get lost, be simple, man. Hey, mercy will keep us, man. Great mercy, man. It's an emphasis on that mercy. It says, so is his correction also. He judges a man according to his works. Okay. The sinner shall not escape with his spoil, Esau Edom, and the patient, okay, of the godly shall not be frustrated, man. And we have to really we have to stand on that, man. The patient of the godly shall not be frustrated, man. Okay. Because this kingdom, itself has been long suffering, man. But our patience is not going to be frustrated, man. How about Shema Shai? All right, is going to bring that favor in due time, man. And we have to believe that from the smallest situations until the times that we coming into now, man. So that was pretty much the point. Just wanted to touch on that as we see, okay, the new narrative, the new boogeyman, and what they're doing with this narrative, man. You know, like I say, with this war, pretty much, you know, when it's really getting intense, when you start seeing, you know, Russia start going into these NATO, okay, and EU nations, man. All right, then this thing gonna be turned up a notch. And as we see things, you know, transpire, man, we know the infrastructure of this MOTB, you know, is being set up to be implemented, okay, for their mandate, all right, of their Nicaragua, man. You know, I think so. That was the point. Hold on. Shit. Alama Ward, did you get your lamb, brother? I know you were looking for it, man. You said it was out. I told you gotta go where Esau shop it, man. Hold on. Hit trip. Man, come on. Yeah, so lucky, man. This some screen is blocking me from the screen, dog. I'm trying to let it pull up so I can get it out the way. Shit. But yeah, keep rolling in the spirit till your screen pop up. You know, they said it's that even North Korea got missiles, you know, hypersonic missiles, you know, that America can't stop, man. So this place, you know, is becoming defenseless. Okay, is staggering in its own vomit. You know, the scriptures say in Isaiah. You know, the morality is through. You know, the quality of everything finished, man. Okay, America is truly circling the drain, man. And you know, we're just keeping track of the buildup of what's done. Okay, it's time to stay ready because any day now, you know, it can go haywire, man. Like I say, cyber attack, it can be instantaneously, you know, and inflation is crazy, man. You know, it can kick in the hyper, you know, and they already have who they gonna blame. You see, they already have, you know, who they're going, you know. Man, this is terrible. But with that, yo, come, brother. That's beautiful, brother. Yeah, but with that, hope you brothers and you few sisters edified. Till next time I say shalom. You know, Kwam Yashala, Bible, Baal, DTA soon. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Lord Yahweh Shema Shah.